Hello everybody, my name is Professor Rich and welcome today. Let's learn some English. So to start off, I have a list of 4 interesting phrases. What do these phrases mean? Can you give an example for each phrase? All of these phrases relate to a story that I'm gonna tell you today. So I'm gonna tell you a story today. And these are phrases that relate to things in the story. What do these phrases mean? Can you give an example for each phrase? Surprising positive effect. Is my background a bit over the top at the moment? It's like a Jackson Pollock painting. So let me help you out a little bit with some examples for these. So a surprising positive effect. What's an example of a surprising positive effect? A surprising positive effect of quitting alcohol is improved memory. My memory is really good now. It used to be not brilliant. It was okay. But a lot of the time, I had to trust what other people said because I wasn't sure if it's like when people say stuff, I'd like, oh, yeah, I guess that's what happened. But now, I remember very clearly. And I remember lots of details. It's interesting. It really has affected my memory a lot. Which is great. So, great facilities. Great facilities. My sports centre has great facilities. A pool, a gym, a sauna, a toilet, lovely toilet, changing room, showers, a hot tub. Great facilities. Get on well with someone. Get on well with someone just means have a good relationship with someone. And what about this last one? An important takeaway. And I don't mean fish and chips. So what could I mean with an important takeaway? Does anyone have any ideas for an important takeaway? That's pretty good, Romelia. An important thing to remember. I mean, an important takeaway could be that. But there's also something about where it comes from. It is also something you've learned. So an important takeaway, it's an important thing to remember that comes out of something. Like a story or a meeting. It's an important thing you learn or remember from a story, meeting, event, lesson, etc. Okay? An important thing. It's something important that you take away from the lesson, from the story, right? The takeaway. Sometimes we say the takeaway. What's the takeaway here? What did you take away from this meeting? What did you take away from it? What's the takeaway? Hey everybody, hit that like button right now if you're watching this stream. Hit the like button right now. Rich, do you suffer from brain fog after quitting alcohol for several months? I kind of suffer from brain fog, Daisy, but I've always suffered from brain fog because I have a blood sugar problem. I am hypoglycemic. And that's not diabetes, by the way, hypoglycemic. It just means that I have low blood sugar. Low blood sugar. Probably because I have insulin tolerance. Probably because I ate too many sweets when I was a child. So yeah, I have a blood sugar problem, and that gives me brain fog. It hasn't really improved from quitting alcohol. That's a great example, Romelia, about the microphone. Well done. All right, so here's our plan for today, folks. We are going to listen to what is this? This is all last week, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. It's just that. So this is a staff room story. I'm going to tell you a story, the staff room story. We're going to learn vocabulary. Done it. We're going to listen to a story. I want you to try and guess what happens as I tell the story. Then we'll practice some of the interesting vocabulary in this story. And then we're going to check what we've learnt. So we're doing dialogic storytelling, folks. So let's talk about this. Romelia says, I'm a biochemist. I can advise you. Can you? I have insulin tolerance. Can you advise me about insulin tolerance? That sounds more like a medical thing, Romelia. I'm pretty sure that I built up insulin tolerance when I was a teenager. So what can I do about it now? Is there like some sort of thing you can take to reverse insulin tolerance? Anyway, so Daisy wants mouth cam. All right, hang on. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try doing it like this. Because last time it didn't work perfectly, so just give me a second. That's not working at all. So that's not going to work. How about if I put... Okay, fine. Mouth cam. No, can't do it. We'll do mouth cam later, maybe. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. So, as you know, I'm a lecturer at a college. Actually, more of a teacher. My title is lecturer. ESOL lecturer. But really, it's a teacher. I guess they call it lecturer to make it sound more important. But you can't lecture with languages, right? You teach. So, something changed at my college recently. 2 months ago, something changed at my college, and it had a massive positive effect. So, before I tell you about this thing, I want to ask, have you ever been surprised by the positive effect which a change has had? Have you ever been surprised by the positive effect which the change has had? Have you ever been surprised by the positive effect which a change has had? So, have you ever been in a situation when something changes and you didn't think it was important, but after the change, you're like, wow, that's really good? Have you ever been in that situation? It's quite a specific situation, isn't it? Something changes and you didn't think that thing was important. You didn't think it needed to change. But when it changes, it has this really amazing positive effect. So, I'll tell you. In the past, we didn't have a staff room. So teachers prepared their lessons in their class, in the ESOL department. You sat in your class with the classroom computer and you prepared your lessons alone. Now, I didn't think that was a problem, actually. I could sit in my class, prepare my lesson, whatever. Actually, I prepared a lot of my classes at home. So, why did I need a staff room? Anyway, this year, in August, we got a staff room. Not only did it have some great facilities, but also it had a surprisingly powerful effect on the teachers. So I have 2 questions for you. What do you think the facilities were in our staff room? And what powerful, surprising powerful effect do you think the staff room had on the teachers? Julia says, if so, I'm a new version of myself this year. I'm more grounded and I don't look for validation from others on the outside. I find the real happiness inside my soul. That's brilliant, Julia. Well done. Oh, Sonia says, a new person was added onto our staff. Do you mean our staff, Sonia, at your work? She works as a psychiatric therapist. Her experience improves our daily working basis. So that's like her experience improves our well-being at work. It's your well-being, isn't it? That's great. So what do you think were the facilities in this new staff room, and what effect do you think it had? Remember, before, the teachers prepared their lessons in the classes, but now they have a staff room. Yes, Manuel says in Tenerife, all the school, university, etc., teachers have their own staff room. So, Manuel, normally teachers in a department have a staff room, but the ESOL department was a small department that has grown and grown and grown. Right? So in the past, we didn't have a staff room because there was like 3 teachers who worked part-time. But now there's a lot of teachers who work full-time. So that's what happened. Actually, we took someone else's staff room. So Daisy's mentioned some facilities such as the massage chair, microwave, So the teachers can get a massage while eating their packed lunch. That's great, Daisy. I can confirm that there might be one of those things. Manuel says, I don't buy it. What do you mean you don't buy it? You don't buy what? Zoya has guessed printer, computer, coffee machine. Teachers could prepare a lesson or have a coffee break. Good job, Zoya. You got 2 correct. Hint says, I think there is kind of, what's that? Appreciation? Oh, appreciation. Appreciation, you mean? Appreciation from the bosses because they need some privacy and rest. Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about the facilities. Okay. Look at these facilities. Some of these are true and some are false. Which do you think are the lies? Some of these are lies. Which of these are lies? There are 4 lies. 4 lies. 4 of them are lies. Which of these are lies? So Domenico says, microwave. Is that a lie, Domenico, or is it the truth? Anawat says slot machines. Nice, but no. Can you imagine? We go teach, earn some money, and then spend all the money on the slot machines. Great. Sounds great. Good idea. A drinks cabinet, says Mina. Do you guys know what a drinks cabinet is? Do you know what a drinks cabinet is? Do you think the drinks cabinet is true or a lie? Six desktops, an air conditioning unit, and a drinks cabinet are lies, says Daisy. Daisy, you have 2 correct. Hint says TV, 6 desktops, coffee machine. Hint, you have 1 correct. Anawat says AC unit, drinks cabinet, TV, and 6 desktops. Anawat, you have 3 correct. Okay, I'll tell you. The lies are a drinks cabinet, a microwave, a TV, and an air conditioning unit. Which means the truth is a coffee machine, 6 desktop PCs, a fridge, and a water cooler. Water cooler. Wow. Really nice to have a water cooler, I have to admit. Why? Microwave is not expensive. Yeah, good point. I don't know. It would be good to have a microwave. Microwave is quite expensive, though. Maybe in Vietnam it's not expensive. Here in UK, microwave is like at least £60. Maybe 100. Okay, great. Okay, now let's talk about the effects. So here are 6 effects that the staff room had. 6 effects. Having a staff room caused these things. Can you guess the missing words? Each of these sentences has a missing word. Can you guess the missing words? Ashley Chen says, water cooler. What on earth are you blabbering about? Water cooler? I've never heard anything so ridiculous. It's like this, Ashley. It's like a big tower where people can get fresh water. Like that. That's a water cooler. Tastes better than tap water. Because in England, you can drink from the tap. It's okay. But the water cooler tastes better. I call this a water dispenser. Yeah, that's all right, Ashley. You can call it that. It's fine. Water tower, water cooler, water dispenser. All right, well done everybody for your contributions. We have some guesses that are correct, some that are close. Well done. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Anawat. Thank you, Hint, Julia. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Zoya. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, Vladimir. Thank you, Romelia. Let's see what we've got. So number 1, the teachers got to know each other better. The teachers got on better. The teachers spent more time at college. The teachers helped each other with work more. The teachers made decisions together to improve the department. And the teachers realised they had similar complaints as other teachers. So the teachers got to know each other better. The teachers got on better. The teachers spent more time at college. The teachers helped each other with work more. The teachers made decisions together to improve the department. And the teachers realised they had similar complaints as other teachers. Mouth cam. You ready for some mouth cam? Okay. The teachers got to know each other better. The teachers got on better. The teachers spent more time at college. The teachers helped each other with work more. The teachers made decisions together to improve the department. The teachers realised they had similar complaints as other teachers. Okay, so some very interesting effects there. So let's finish up our story. So there was one thing which I found really interesting about all this. It was that in the beginning, I really had no idea that we needed a staff room. I had no idea. I wasn't particularly happy sitting in an empty classroom planning my lessons, but I just accepted it. I didn't imagine that a staff room would be the answer. But actually, a staff room was something we needed. I just had no idea. I had no idea that it would change things so much, but it really has. It really has. I know the other teachers way better, and we talk a lot more. And it has improved the department, not just our well-being, but the department has improved because we say things together about, oh, this is a problem. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, that is a problem. And when you get like 10 people agreeing something is a problem, then you can change it. So, there's an important takeaway from all this, isn't there? There's an important takeaway. Maybe there's several important takeaways, but there's definitely an important takeaway for me, I think. So, what's the important takeaway? For you, what's the important takeaway? What's the important takeaway from all this? Daisy says, Rich, can I use tasks instead of work in number 4? Let's have a look. Tasks doesn't quite sound right, Daisy. Task sounds a bit Microsoft Office, right? So maybe you could say jobs, work. Okay, you could say tasks. Just sounds a bit... What do I want to say here? A bit too formal, professional, maybe. Yeah. Sorry, I have some tasks to do at the moment. Yeah, it's okay in a kind of a formal way. Yeah. But being colloquial, I'd say work, jobs, or even just things. Got a couple of things to do. The teachers helped each other with stuff more. But it's all right, Daisy. The meaning is good. Your meaning of tasks is good. Just like I said, it's a bit formal maybe. So in a job interview, it's okay to talk about that. I had a difficult task and this is what I did. Yeah, it's okay. Another thing about task is a task is something that is assigned to you. So sometimes you've got your own work to do, but then a task, it's like, oh, I've been given a task by my boss, So important takeaway. So Daisy says the important takeaway for her is we need to have social connections among colleagues. That's interesting. Yeah. Manawat says the more the merrier. Sonia says we need communication with our colleagues. Zoya says we're not meant to be islands. Interesting. So the takeaway for me is, the main takeaway is you don't always realize that you are missing something. So you don't always realize that you're missing something. So in other words, I liked this job. Last year, I liked it and I enjoyed it. But this staff room has made a big difference. Like a really big difference. It's made it much better. And I had no idea. Like when they talked about getting a staff room, I thought, oh yeah, that'd be good. Give us more space. But I had no idea of the well-being effect and the positive effect amongst the team and the department. So the big takeaway for me is you don't always realize what effect something can have. And I guess that's the lesson from experience, isn't it? Because now I've had this experience. Anywhere I work now, where there is no staff room, or the staff room is like cluttered, or it's a cupboard in the wall, or there's a bad atmosphere in the staff room, I will know that fixing that problem will be a massive positive for the staff and for the company. And I think it's important to look for these things when the unexpected happens and you get a massive positive from it. And we've been joined by Hinyumon, who says, message retracted. A change, even though you resist, is good for you. I didn't resist, Zoya. It's not a change I resist. I mean, I was for the change, but I didn't realize how good. I didn't realize the effect it would have. I just thought, You know what I thought? I thought it would be good for management. I thought, oh yeah, it'd be good because, they're at the moment, they don't have a lot of space and they can put more stuff in the other staff room and people can spread out. That's what I thought. But I didn't realize what the interpersonal benefits would be. Another thing is, I had impressions of the other teachers that weren't very accurate because I never really had proper conversations with the other teachers. Just saw them in the corridor or chatted a little bit at a meeting or whatever, But then when you're every day sat in a staff room with your coffee, chatting about stuff, you get to know people a lot more, right? And then you realize, oh, this person is actually nothing like what I thought before because I didn't know them. Right? And then as you get to know someone more, you're like, oh yeah, that's a really interesting person, or it's really amazing. Hinyu Man says, should I memorize interview answers? No, don't memorize interview answers. No. Practice answering interview questions. Use notes if you have to, but don't memorize interview answers. Doesn't work. Doesn't sound good. Pretty much every cloud has a silver lining. But this wasn't a cloud, Manuel. We got a new staff room. How's that a cloud? Oh yeah. No hay nada que por bien no venga. Yeah. No hay nada que por bien no venga. Yeah, basically there's nothing that can happen that doesn't bring something good. Yeah. Great. So that's my story about the staff room story, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. We are going to check our homework now. So the homework was about prompts and ChatGPT. And I asked people to have a chat with ChatGPT or Bing and then make a note on any interesting prompts they discovered. And I said to record a 2-minute audio talking about them. And then I said to send the audio to me on our Discord. Excuse me. And while we're here, please join our Discord. When you join the Discord, you have to react with a green tick to the rules, and then you get access to the server. So the link is in the chat. It's bit.ly/englingchat. Okay? So let's check some homework. We have, I think, 6 submissions. And we have a submission today from someone called Zanawat. And they'll be going first because we're going to do reverse alphabetical order. And then after that, it'll be Zadaisy. All right. So let's have a listen. Let's have a listen to Anawat's experiment with ChatGPT and Bing prompts. I really love Anawat's intonation. It's so friendly, right? And he has a really broad intonation range. Hey, everyone. I'm going to talk about ChatGPT prompts. Oh, yeah. So it's really interesting to use generative AI, that is Bing and ChatGPT. It's really interesting to use them for cooking. You don't always get great results, but you get very interesting results. And I've done this quite a bit, and it's fun. It's fun. So I recommend it. Wow, this prompt is quite extensive, Anawat. So he's really gone for an extensive prompt, which actually tends to get the best results. So really interesting and excellent English that you've used in your prompt there. I wonder, did you use ChatGPT to help you design this prompt? Oops, some people are saying that the volume is very low. Sorry about that. Let me just have a go at fixing that a little bit. I'll just check this. Oh, the volume is... I see why the volume is very low. I do apologise, folks. Let me just put a big message here. So anyone who's watching the stream later will see this. So I'm going to put that up so people will see that when they're scrolling through the video, because people do like to listen to this bit. So Anawat, I'm going to play that again. I'm sorry that I wasn't playing it properly. Let's have another go.
Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about some interesting ChatGPT prompts that I discovered while going around in circles for a while, trying to understand how it works. One of the prompts I tried was: picture yourself as a master chef with expertise in both Thai and British cuisine. Your task is to craft a unique dish that beautifully blends the flavors of both culinary traditions. Justify your ingredient choices and provide a detailed walkthrough of each step. Additionally, give this creation a name that seamlessly embodies both cultures. Then you have 1 minute to present this dish to Gordon Ramsay, who is a British celebrity chef. Let's go. I'm not sure if this recipe would work in the real world, but it looks delicious with the dish that ChatGPT created. Moving on to the next prompt. The second prompt I tried was: you are a toy that has been left behind in an attic for decades. Narrate your feelings, memories of playtimes past, and your hopes of being rediscovered. For this prompt, the results fascinated me deeply. You know what? I almost burst into tears after I read the response from ChatGPT. I felt like it described the feeling of loneliness, solitude, and reminiscence just like a human would have in this situation. At the end of the day, I learned a lot about using effective and specific prompts to get the most out of ChatGPT. Let's see how this AI chatbot can help me improve my English skills to the next level and beyond. Thank you for listening.
Wow, that's so creative, Anawat. These are some really, really cool prompts. Really, really, really good prompts. It's interesting. I wonder what your process was. Like, have you been playing with ChatGPT in the past? So you're quite good at this anyway? Because those prompts are, I would say, quite advanced and really good. And especially the second one was very creative. Like, imagine you're a children's toy who's been left in the attic, and how describe your feelings for the situation. Like, that's a very interesting and creative idea. So I do wonder what your inspiration was for that. Fantastic though, really excellent. I don't really have any criticism. There was a slight mistake in the English towards the end there, but I can't actually remember the phrase that you said, so it wasn't that important. Go on, since I've mentioned it, let's go over it. But it's a minor thing. Let's have a look.
About using effective and specific prompts to get the most out of ChatGPT. Let's see how this AI chatbot can help me improve my English skills to the next level.
Yeah, that's the one. So it's just that thing about improve my English skills to the next level. Just change improve to get. What would we say that? Get my English skills to the next level. Push. Probably push. That's what we say. Push to the next level. So push my English skills, or get, if you want, my English skills to the next level, something like that. Yeah, or you could just leave it at improve my English skills, or take actually is the best one. Let's get rid of push. Take something to the next level. Take my English skills to the next level. Let's see if this can take me to the next level. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And really, really great. I don't think I could come up with a better prompt. And I spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours working with these things, trying to get them to better. So well done. Really fantastic work there. I'm glad you got something out of it. As I've said, I would be interested to know what your research was, what your inspiration was, where you got the ideas from for those prompts. Okay, let's move on to Daisy. Sorry, Daisy.
Hi everyone. Today I'm going to share with you an interesting prompt that I have discovered so far this week. Here's my prompt. Hello Bing, I'm a foreigner who has never visited Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam before. Please act like my travel agent and help me plan a travel itinerary for 6 days and 5 nights in Hanoi. I would be traveling by myself and I would like to see a combination of many tourist attractions which hold historical values as well as many of the beaten path things. And please include means of travel, transportation, estimate cost and time of traveling between different locations. In addition to seeing many sightseeings, I also would like to savor delicious local food, especially many well-known Vietnamese dishes such as noodles and bread. Please recommend some local restaurants in Hanoi and include the prices so I can get the gist of how expensive the food is. Please take into consideration that I'm not keen on eating fish and insects. Ask me 5 relevant questions which will help you do a better job of helping me create an itinerary. And here's my thoughts about Tipping Bing for New Week. It's very useful in terms of generating general and relevant responses. All you need to do is to provide prompts in details, such as every prompt should start with stating the role or the position of Bing, such as you are my something, and this helps set the context and ensures that AI understands your request accurately.
Wow, that is absolutely fantastic again, Daisy. So we're getting some very high quality stuff here, and it seems that you guys have really started to understand how these things work and how to use them effectively. I particularly liked what Daisy said at the end there about how it's important to give a context for the generative AI. And actually, these things work very well with context. They are kind of context masters. They can really get the context, but you can give it to them. You can give them the context, and it really helps. And that was an incredibly sophisticated prompt there from Daisy, which included a lot of context, a lot of specifications, and even it included what we call an iterative improvement. So what that was she said at the end, ask me 5 questions that can help you to better refine your answer or improve your answer. And that means that it will give you something and then it will ask you some questions and it can refine again the answer. And it's a really good way of getting something better. So absolutely fantastic. Yeah, really good, Daisy. Fascinating as well. Absolutely fascinating. I wonder if it gave you some interesting ideas for things to tell tourists in Hanoi. All right, brilliant. Let's move on to Julia.
Let me begin by discussing about the emotional landscape that the subject I devour most with an insatiable curiosity. We have experienced a whirlwind of emotions and a lot of things happen one after another in our daily lives. On the one hand, I find it difficult to tackle brain fog, brain distance, and senior moments every now and then. On the other hand, I practice the meditation in order to enhance my memory and to mitigate the mental breakdown, memory loss, and depression. Can you give me a groundbreaking idea and craft a sentence about the emotional landscape? Name a few with the signposts before each paragraph, along with the perspective from the generation age and the global aspect. To give you a general idea, don't be too long-winded, but at least 2 word structure paragraph with maximum up to 250 words. Moreover, please advise the meaningful tips and draw a constructive conclusion.
Okay, very interesting prompt there. And one of the interesting things, well, there's a few interesting things I want to highlight. One is Julia gave a word limit, and that's really useful for ChatGPT. Giving a word limit is really useful. It will try to meet the word limit, which means you won't get one sentence, you'll get a full writing up to the word limit. So it's really useful if you ask something complicated and ChatGPT just gives you a sentence back and you're like, what? No, I want more. Then you can say, write about 250 words and you get a more extensive answer. So word limit is something that I do many times with ChatGPT. There's one thing that I often do with ChatGPT that no one's done yet. So this will be interesting if anyone does it. And I'll mention it if nobody does it. But let's see. But it's very interesting to see these elements of prompts come out in the work that you've done. Also interesting to me is the fact that Julia used the term emotional landscape. Now, we can imagine what emotional landscape is, but it's not a known term as far as I'm aware. It's not like a real collocation, but we can understand what it means, emotional landscape. And ChatGPT can also, because ChatGPT is very good with context. So we can use things that don't actually exist and ChatGPT understands it, right? You can invent a new word in context and ChatGPT will understand it. It's very good at that, which is also really interesting. So on top of that, a few things that I might mention to you, Julia. I think one thing that you could really work on is your linking. So you often pronounce words individually. So something you could work on is linking words together. And one good way to start this is with collocations and phrasal verbs. So take something like that, which is something that you said, right? It's a 2-word phrase or collocation. And the linking here, so the linking is moreover, rover, moreover, 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 right? Like that. So moreover, 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 moreover. You said it without the linking. You said moreover, right? So you could practice linking phrasal verbs and collocations moreover, and practice with your phrasal verbs. So write down all the phrasal verbs that you know. Something other than get rich, come on. Look forward doesn't work. Look out. Okay, and you can practice quite well with phrasal verbs when one of the words has a vowel like that. So we've got get up, get up, get on well with, get on well with, get on well with, get up, get on well with, or get up. You can make it into a d as well. Get up, get on well with. look out, cout, look out, look out, look out, look out, look out. Right, so we've got moreover, get up, get on well with, and look out, cow, look out, right? So you can practice your linking sounds like that. That's how you sort of get into using linking sounds more. Moreover, you can get into using linking sounds more. Okay. Great job, Julia. Absolutely fantastic. Really lovely prompts. So far, these have been very, very high quality. So this is great. Manuel Gordillo.
Hello, everybody. Here's Manuel. I'm going to give my opinion about the depression. Okay.
Manuel doing a different homework. Okay.
I title this poem. Listen for a depression song. Hey, where we go? You don't know what is going on. What the moon change that was introduced at home and he caught you. One suddenly shut down, not knowing why. Sick of something, not sustained, that is oppressing you. The afternoon passed so slowly, and there is so much space in the corner that one would want to run by the one, run to the porter, and there is no solution anymore. It's more than his sorrow. It's more than the lonely, the drag, the custom. Where he's going? He's impertinent, silent. He insisting on talking, and there is no love, and no absentee. I can calm him down. It's a meaningless life. That love, that embarking, or just you knew again from the man who left, and you couldn't have been. One grab in sin for not bursting in terror, and he is finding the most angry, looking for closer love from the room, leaving himself home to his hand and to the imagination. Lonely is so scary, and there is not so many fares too easy, but he doesn't leave. I didn't work. He lived as he got there, and he lived without warning. He lived without warning, and you come back to see the sun shining. It is all Freud.
All right, so we had a rendition of a poem read by Manuel Gordillo. And I feel like this is a poem translated, Manuel. Is that true? You translated from Spanish. So well done for that. And this was about depression, which was our class, I think, last Saturday. We talked about lifting the gloom and being happy. So a few things I'd like to mention based on that. Nice rendition, Manuel. Good job with the translation. Let's have a look at some of your pronunciation. So you said at one point this. Oops, I don't want to print that. And your issue here for me was this sound. So it sounded like you said, think of something, right? But it's not sink, but just like the Spanish cerveza. It's like la the, right? Think of something. Okay? So we're going to do that. And the other one is really common one, and a lot of us have this problem, which is in the middle and at the end of words, this sound, okay, is different to this sound. One of them is voiced and the other one is unvoiced. So this one unvoiced, but this one is voiced, and it has like a schwa sound in it. So we have t. Number 1, t. Right? Number 2, d. 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 Right? T. D. T. D. So, for example, if we have this one, this word is ready. 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 Right? Ready. 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 Not ready. 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 No. Ready. D. 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 Ready. Ready. D. Ready. Another one. Bad. Bat. Bat. Bad. 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 D. 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 Bad. 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 Okay? So a bit of practice with those sounds, Manuel, to improve your pronunciation. Otherwise, fantastic, really interesting. Thank you very much, and good job. Good job translating that. Lovely poem about looking to the sun. And I totally agree, by the way. I actually think really looking up at the sky and taking in the sun, I think it's a very positive way to improve your mood. That moves us on to our final contribution today. Unless I have missed someone, the final contribution is Vladimir. Did I miss anyone? If I've missed you, then send me a message on Discord now. Let's have a listen to Vladimir. Oops. Why am I messing up today? Vladimir, also known as Vl, because I only have one hand to type.
I used
10 things.
awesome long prompt example. I was able to do so only on Perplexity AI website because ChatGPT prompts caused an critical error or trying to switch to the ChatGPT 4 version. My first prompt was multisyllabic word. It answer provided was a definition and example of using multisyllabic words. The next prompt was multisyllabic words in sentences, and some infographic was provided. Then I typed show examples of Little Elephant Teacher from the list of suggested resources, and next from the text of the answer I type prompts multisyllabic closed syllable words, and was given with 12 examples, and then multisyllabic open syllable words, and was provided with 10 examples. Among the given resources, I choose Little Elephant Teacher because its name was funny.
All right, some fantastic English there from Vladimir. Because I'm not familiar with that AI, I didn't quite get what the prompt. It was something to do with multisyllabic and synonyms and words. I didn't quite get it. But the English was very good, Vladimir. I can definitely see an improvement in that. I just want to listen to the first bit again a second.
I used awesome long prompt example. I was able to do so only on Perplexity AI.
Perplexity AI. I don't know anything about that. Perplexity AI. Let me have a go with Perplexity AI. Hang on. I'm going to fire in one of my amazing prompts into Perplexity AI and let's see what happens. Bum, 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 bum. Right. Let's see how it deals with this. Seems okay. Just from a random test there, it actually seems all right. So yeah, that's good. That's pretty much it. ChatGPT is the best one, but the others they're very similar, and you just have to learn kind of the ins and outs of how to use them. Cool, Perplexity AI. So I'll have to experiment with that as well. I'm trying to stay on top of all these different artificial intelligences, and it's impossible. Actually, there's so many of them. What link is that? What's that, Manuel? What are you sharing? Oh, Canción por una depresión. I guess that's the link for Manuel's poem. Yuri Lopez on Discord. I don't see you. Are you even on our Discord, Yuri? Because I don't see you at all. Yeah, you're not on the Discord, Yuri. So you can't send a message because you're not on the Discord. So yeah. The link is in the chat. It's bit.ly/englearnchat. bit.ly/englearnchat. Everyone should join. I downloaded the app. Yeah, but you're not on it. You're not on it. You're not there. There's a few people who've joined and haven't confirmed the rules, and I'll tell you who they are. They are Show, she often posts comments on the videos. What's her username? It's not coming to me now, but yeah, I know her. She hasn't ticked the rules. Show, you need to tick the rules. Tick the rules, and you'll get access. Nuna, I don't know who is that. Nuna, you need to tick the rules. Mojo, I don't know who that is. You need to tick the rules. And then we got Fu, who is my student. So yeah, Fu needs to tick the rules. And we got Mai, who is also my student. Mai's been doing one-to-one classes with me for 2.5 years. And she's a great student. I would love her to go onto the Discord, but she hasn't ticked the rules either. So you guys should do that so you can join and chat with us on the Discord. It's a great environment, and thank you very much to Daisy for being the responsible moderator there. Pavia also is a moderator there, but she's too busy. That's all right. You have to have a life when you're young, because when you're older, you've got plenty of time to mess around on Discord servers, except if you have a family, and then you won't have any time at all. So here's the notes from today's class, and we can now take questions. So, would anyone like to ask any questions about learning English? Any questions? I'll make this bigger so that anyone looking at the video might want to scroll to this part. Oh, I've got some news. Have you noticed next to the message, there's a little shape with a $sign? Have you noticed? The channel is monetized. We're monetized, and you can send super chats if you want. Anyone want to send a super chat? You don't have to send a super chat, but you can, and I will show you. So last week, one of the videos went semi-viral, not viral exactly, but it got 10 times the normal watch time. It was the Feel Good English one, actually. It got 528 hours of watch time, but only 2 subscribers, which is actually really bad. That is a really bad number. So I don't know what happened there, but the watch time, massive. 528 hours in 1 week. That's huge. And it totally bumped the channel over the monetization. So for the first time in over 10 years, Professor Rich is now a monetized channel. A monetized channel. Unbelievable, actually. And yeah, I don't really know what to say. It's not going to be rolling in money or anything. I think it'll probably end up being a few $100 per year in advertisement revenue, which is nothing compared to the work that I put into this. But it's nice. It's nice to do it. It's an achievement. You know, you can see actually that we're actually just below it. But I've already been through the application process and it's been approved. So that will jump over tomorrow, probably, to over 4,000 public watch hours. And it's incredible, really. So thank you very much. It's the live streams that's done it. So thank you very much, especially anyone who's watching this to this point after the live, because when it's live, it doesn't actually count as watch hours. The watch hours only count after the live. So if you're watching this later, hello, and thank you very much. You folks have really contributed to this. And, well, let's see what happens next, I guess. Just keep going with it. I'll keep trying to do 2 streams a week. And if you join our Discord server, which is bit.ly/E-eng, capital L learn, capital C chat. And if you go to there, you can join our Discord server and you can vote on and make requests about any topics that you would like for future streams. So join that and do that. I'm very open to whatever topics you'd like to see. And if you're a fan of this channel, I'm sure you understand by now that I am a teacher who likes to talk about interesting, weird, unusual things. I'm not going to do a lesson on the present perfect continuous in the contexts of holidays. Actually, I do that sometimes, but not usually. Okay. Instead, I want to talk about pirates, life on other planets. I want to talk about artificial intelligence. I want to talk about the weird stranger you saw in the street, and then he did something even more strange. And what do you think it was? And let's talk about this. I want to have debates, and I want to go into all kinds of different areas and talk about things because it's more interesting and you learn English anyway. So it's great. So yeah, so any interesting topics you have in your mind, you can suggest those or vote on those on our Discord server. So make sure that you do that. I'm going to set some homework. So well done for everyone who's still watching right now. You're going to get a look at the homework before anyone else. So, speaking of funky, weird things, here's a weird homework for you. I wonder if okay, let's give this a go. So go outside, doesn't matter if it's night or day. Look up at the sky, not at the sun. Okay, you can look at the blue sky or look at the clouds. It's good if it's blue though. Okay, so go outside, look at the sky. And I want you to do this for 3 minutes. Not that long, 3 minutes. So set a timer. Right. So if you're looking at the blue sky in the day, then I want you to notice the different colors of blue. And if you're doing it at night with a night sky, then I want you to notice the difference in the stars. So what's the color difference? What's the brightness difference? Okay. And then after that, 3 minutes, set a timer. It's 3 minutes of your life. Just 3 minutes. Okay. After that, I want you to pay attention. Think about the colors. Right. After that, talk about your experience. All right. What did you see? What did you feel? What did you notice? When was the last time that you looked at the sky and paid attention? All right. So that's our homework. Have you ever had English homework like that? It's quite funny. Earlier today, Daisy said, "Rich, are you high?" And I think now her suspicions may have been confirmed. But anyway, yeah. I'd like you to give this a go. Especially good if you do it in the day and you look at the daytime sky and talk about the colours of blue. But it's also interesting to do it at night. There's big differences if you do it in the day or do it at night. But try it. Give it a go. So, does anyone have any questions? Did we get any questions? Oh no, Pallavi is asking what it means again. Pallavi, are you kidding? Look, I can understand saying that you don't understand when it's like, I want you to make a prompt for an AI. But when I say go outside and look at the sky, that's what it means, Pallavi. It means go outside, look at the sky, put a timer, 3 minutes, and then come inside and record your thoughts. Okay, so I went outside, I looked at the sky, and just tell me, right? What did it look like? How did you feel? What did you see? Were you bored? Why were you bored? Did other thought come into your head? What thought? Come on, Pallavi. All right. Congratulations. Thank you, folks. Thank you for your congratulations. Super happy with it. It really is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The watch time of this channel, when I started doing videos again in the pandemic, that's 4 years ago, 3 years ago, the pandemic. So the start of 2020, the watch time was 400 hours per 12 months. So the watch time is now times 10. And that doesn't include live. So your watch time now is not included. It only counts the watch time after the video's live. So that means all you guys who are here live, there's loads of other people who are watching afterwards. So hello to you guys who are watching afterwards. There's a lot of people who watch specific parts of the video. That's why I put the big text before saying homework starts here, because I think they skip through the video to those bits they want to watch and they look for the clues. Yeah, it's an English homework, Pallavi, because you have to think how you're going to describe the experience in English, and then you have to talk and record yourself. Manuel says, I'm feeling blue. Yeah, feeling blue means feeling down, doesn't it? It's weird that, isn't it? Rich wants Mario to jump in the river. What did Anawat say? I'm a bit lost. Anawat, Rich wants Mario to... Where's Anawat? What did he say? I'm totally lost. I feel like I'm missing something. Mario? Oh, because of the blue? All right, folks. Well, we don't seem to have any relevant questions anyway. Oh, God. Pallavi needs help with that homework. Pallavi, give me a break. What do you mean you need help with the homework? Go outside, look at the sky. 3 minutes, come inside, record, talk. Done. Send me the homework. Means you want us to fail in the homework? What are you talking about, failing the homework? How can you fail this homework? This homework is the easiest. Do you want it to be more difficult? Okay, more difficult homework. Write a 7,000 word essay. Write a 7,000 word essay about European cheese. We all have to contribute. You don't have to do that, Julia. I understand you want to, but I don't actually think that kind of synthetic watching helps. So don't worry about that. All I would say is when you see a video, hit the like button. And if you see the video in the suggested bar and it's a new video, click it because that helps. So if you see a suggested video come up and you want to watch it, then click it in the suggests and watch it. And watch other people that you like on YouTube as well, because one of the problems is getting YouTube to realize, oh, if this person likes Oxford Online English, then they like Professor Rich. And if they like this English channel, they also like Professor Rich. So it's getting YouTube to understand that. And as YouTube understands that, it starts to recommend Professor Rich to other people who watch those channels. So that's why it's really interesting when you're watching a video from another channel and a Professor Rich video is recommended that you haven't seen. That's a great time to watch that video. Click on that recommend because it helps to tell YouTube, oh, people who watch this also like to watch Professor Rich. Right. And that's obviously something that has been happening because, like I said, the video last week about lifting the gloom kind of went semi-viral. 500 hours of watch time, which is crazy. I'm just so surprised that more people didn't click subscribe on that. You know, 500 hours of watch time is loads. That means loads of people watched a lot of that video, but then didn't click subscribe. And I'm not sure about the likes either. Let's have a look at the likes. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, some of them clicked like. Yeah, because it's got more likes than usual. So they clicked like, but not subscribe. I guess there are some people who just don't really subscribe. They just go for the recommends, maybe. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. YouTube is a mystery box of fun games and absolute pain. I wouldn't recommend any of you start a YouTube channel, by the way. There's 1,000,001 things, more interesting things. If you do want to get into YouTubing or social media type stuff or whatever, then the first thing I would recommend probably is start a Spotify podcast just for yourself and just do that like an hour every week or so to practice your podcasting skills and then go from there. But yeah, it's a long hard path these days, and probably something else will come along soon. I think YouTube is not going to last forever probably, or it will evolve. We'll see. Anyway, I'm just rambling now because I'm tired and I need to eat. Thank you for joining me today, everybody. It's been my pleasure. Thank you very much. And I wish you all a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend. And I'll probably see you on Wednesday. I might be kind of busy next week, so watch out for it. Check the Discord. But hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday when we'll be talking about the cost of living crisis. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you later.